Good evening, one and all. Hope everyone's having a great Monday night. The name's Antoine Royal, and I'm back in the house here to briefly bring you another video regarding the NBA's conference finals. Tonight we're covering the Western Conference Finals, which was last night. Game three, which was last night, um, between the Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors. And it wasn't much of a game, really. It was more or less Golden State putting on a clinic because that's basically what they did. I mean, it was just a beat down from the get go. I mean, think about this. Houston's biggest lead of the game was 4 points. Golden State's ended up being 41, which is what they won by 41 points, 126 to 85. James Harden led the Rockets, 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. Chris Paul, 13 points, 10 rebounds. How the hell is this little man getting all these rebounds? Clint Capella, 13 points, 8 rebounds, and Eric Gordon, 11 points. For the Rockets, Stephen Curry, 35.6 rebounds. Big second half, big third quarter for him. He really set it off. Like, Steph Curry was just like a man possessed in that third quarter. If I'm not mistaken, 7 for 7 shooting. It's like that man was playing outside of his body. Kevin Durant, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Klay Thompson, 13 points. Draymond Green, 10 points, 17 boards, 6 assists. Good effort from him. Andre Iguodala, 10 points, and a guy at the end of the bench, Quinn Cook, had 11 points off the bench. He only played 5 minutes in the game, but got a handful of points. So, yeah. Looked like a complete lack of effort from Houston last night. Complete lack of focus. Complete lack of coaching when you think about it. And seeing who their coach is, Mike D'Antoni, who I've never been really high on. This is pretty much an indictment of his style of coaching. I mean, he's more of an offensive-minded guy, if you can say that. But defensively, toilet bowl. And think about this, too. Turnover battle. 19 turnovers for the Houston Rockets, whereas the Warriors only had 8. Oftentimes, you win the turnover battle, you win the game. You win the rebounding battle, you win the game. 49 rebounds from the Warriors, 41 from Houston. 39.5% from the field for the Rockets, while the Warriors shot just a bit over 50%, 52.2 to be exact. Just a excellent night for the Warriors. Balanced attack, balanced effort. They were excellent on the defensive end. They just came out with fire, came out with poise, came out with purpose, and they delivered a message to the Houston Rockets saying, we still the world champs. We still the bully on the block. Don't get it twisted. We not going to be pushed over again. I mean, especially Steph Curry and Durant, those two guys played excellent games, and they were just dominant from opening tip. I mean, if this is what we're going to see the rest of the series, then Houston may as well just pack it up and go home now, because these Warriors are not to be played with. I mean, I don't dislike the Warriors, me being a Bulls fan and all, but all I'm saying is these guys are the world champions for a reason. And now it seems like they letting everybody know that they're still the team to beat in the Western Conference and in the league. So all I'm saying is Mike D'Antoni better have a hell of a game plan to neutralize all that balanced scoring and neutralize the defensive pressure they put on his team last night in Game 4. Because if we get the effort that we saw from the Rockets in Game 4, like we saw last night, it's going to be pretty slow for the Rockets. And I mean slow like turtle slow. I mean, it was just pitiful to watch, really. And it was just, and I don't dislike the Houston Rockets. I like James Harden. I make jokes about him here and there as far as traveling and such, but the guy's a great player. Chris Paul, been doing it for years. Excellent player. But you know they're gonna need more help, obviously, and all I can say is this: I don't believe Houston's gonna win this series. I picked them to lose in 5. But let me play devil's advocate for a moment here. They left. Okay, the reason the Rockets won Game 2, they came out with more focus, they came out with more pressure, and they came out with more intensity than the Warriors did. It was They stifled them, they rattled them, and they made them feel very uncomfortable. They went away from that in Game 3, and the Warriors capitalized on it heavily. I mean, they really made them look bad. And especially Steph Curry out there putting the moves on James Harden and then giving him the shimmy afterwards was just embarrassing. And I mean embarrassing for James Harden. So all I'm saying is this. The Rockets better make some kind of effort in Game 4. Otherwise, they may be booking a trip to go on home. So, well, there's my take on Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Tonight, we'll see Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It is to begin at 8:30 Eastern Time. So that's momentarily, I believe. 8:30 Eastern Time. The Cavaliers are down 2-1. Let's see what they're going to bring. Let's see what Boston's going to bring to the table. Let's see what kind of game plan Brad Stevens got to neutralize LeBron James and crew. Enjoy the game tonight, and I hope y'all like this video. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, please. Leave me some comments and such. You know, I can take some constructive criticism and even other video topics down the road. I also have a plan to speak on the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who just recently booked a trip to the Stanley Cup Finals. Haven't talked much hockey because, you know, I've been feeling a little down since my Blackhawks didn't make it, but, you know, I'm still going to check out, you know, some playoff action. But that's it for me. I'll check y'all later. Have a good one.